Welcome to the North Wilkesboro Speedway, here for the All-Star event for the AAPCS. 30 laps around this 0.6 mile short track oval here in North Wilkes County, with 20 cars in the field. Gonna have a lot of action throughout the pack. We had an All-Star Open just a few hours ago. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, and Michael McDowell were the ones that won all three stages, with Chris Buescher winning the fan vote, and that makes up the last four in the field, last four of the qualifiers here in today's race. As we said, 30 laps across this half-mile oval, and it's going to be split up into 5 different stages. We'll go more in depth into the format in just a little bit, as this is the inaugural All-Star race for the AAPCS. This is the second exhibition race that we have ever held in the series. First one was the Clash about 3 months ago, and now it's time for North Wilkesboro to have an All-Star race for the AAPCS. Originally, an All-Star race was supposed to be held in season number 2. That ultimately got canceled, and now it's a reality. This time with North Wilkesboro being the host. Let's get straight to your drivers to watch for. Christopher Bell, he was quick in practice, even quicker in qualifying, as he sits on the pole right to the inside of his teammate Martin Truex Jr. in the number 19 Toyota, but it's the DeWalt Camry number 20 that's sitting to the inside on the pole, looking to be fast, looking to be strong today. And Kyle Larson, he dominated practice. He was top of the leaderboard almost the entire time, and only qualified third after a little bit of a mishap during qualifying. Got a little loose coming off of one of the corners, lost him some time, but still a third place starting position for him. And then down the line, we got Denny Hamlin, who's starting deep in the field. Definitely has his work cut out for him. Although the format today could be in his favor if he just lingers in a certain position. Can see how he'll be able to regain some of those positions and possibly run for this $1 million, as the drivers are now rolling off here in North Wilkesboro. Let's get to your starting lineup fully. Here we go. Christopher Bell on the front row with his teammate Truex right to the outside. Kyle Larson with happy Kevin Harvick, the Season 1 champ, to his outside. Ryan Blaney, the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion, to the inside of the 2004 NASCAR Cup Series champion and defending Series champion of the AAPCS, Kurt Busch. In row number 4, we have Tyler Reddick and William B. Byron, with Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch in row number 5. And we got best friends in row number 6, Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin. Those guys definitely see eye to eye every single weekend. And now with all of that, the rest of the field will be going by your screen. As we can see here, as Joey Logano and Daniel Suarez are making up row number 7. And then, of course, as we said earlier, Wallace, Chastain, McDowell, and Buescher will be making up the final 4 spots. And here is the All-Star format. 5 stages, as we said. Each stage winner will get the starting position of 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on what stage they won. And then the stage lengths, 5 for each stage, except for 10 for the final stretch. And then a mandatory pit stop at the end of stage number 4, as well as an inversion at the end of stage number 2, from 1st to 15th, in order to see how much we could shake up the field and make everything quite entertaining. So that's your format for today's race. You take a bit more at the stage facts. Christopher Bell is on pole, 5-lap stages, 30-lap race, and of course all stage winners will get a top 4 starting spot in the final stretch of 10 laps. As you see, the Supra pace car leading them down. Pace car is in. JGR teammates on the front row, hits the restart zone. We're at green here as the teammates make contact coming off of turn number 4. Kyle Larson's going to take advantage of that and go down to the bottom, taking second place. And here comes Blaney now, taking over third from Truex. That bit of contact coming off of turn number 4 looked like Christopher Bell spun the tires and slid up into his teammate. Nonetheless, he's leading off of turn number 4 to lead lap number 2, and McDowell's going to go around. He was one of the All-Star Open winners, and it looks like he got turned or bumped out of the way by Ross Chastain. The aggressive watermelon man spins the Love's Travel Stop 34 machine into turn number 3. Hits the outside wall pretty hard. Although it looks like he might be able to continue, as there does not seem to be any toe link damage. NASCAR has buffed up these toe links to last just a little bit longer than what they have in 2022. As we saw the choose cone there, we're going to go back to green here with Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson leading them down. Ryan Blaney tried to look to make it 3 wide there, entering turn number 1, thought better of it. And now he's trying to look for just any kind of move to get around them, as Larson's hanging around the outside, and Bell is under attack by Blaney. 3 wide for the race lead going into 1, and Blaney's going to take over the lead as Bell is trying to hold off the 4 of Kevin Harvick now as he's up into 3rd. So we have the white flag here in stage number 1. Ryan Blaney trying to get away with the stage win from Christopher Bell, and he's going to succeed in that as Christopher Bell finishes 2nd, and Ryan Blaney earns himself a first place starting spot in stage number 5. We see the 3 wide move that had it happen off of turn number 4. Blaney had a great run, jumped down to the inside, and Bell and Larson had no chance to fight it off. But Ryan Blaney will be starting first here in the stage. And stage number 5 was go straight to the choose cone. We're going to get them right back racked up and racing for stage number 2. Christopher Bell going to be on the outside of the stage winner. So all Ryan Blaney's got to do is stay safe and keep the car in one piece as Harvick is going down to the inside, making it 3 wide just like Blaney did. Larson follows him through, and Christopher Bell lost a ton of ground because of that. And now Kevin Harvick's going to be leaving, coming off of turn number 4. And Kyle Larson's trying to hunt him down, trying to get a spot in stage number 5, at least in the top 4. Blaney now under attack from Christopher Bell. Blaney trying to keep that car in one piece. And here comes Larson down to the inside on Kevin Harvick. Side-by-side quarter panel. Now he's clear going into turn number 3. And Kyle Larson's going to be leading with 2 laps to go on the stage. Can Kevin Harvick respond? Down the backstretch they go. 2 laps, 1 white flag in the air this time by, and there's a caution. Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano flipping upside down, going down the back straightaway. And the red flag is now out here in North Wilkesboro. Let's take a look and see what happened. It looks like Daniel Suarez made heavy contact with the outside wall. Tried to clear himself off of Almirola. Had no control in his steering. It looked like Logano tried to go down low to avoid it. And it was not enough as he had made heavy contact. And these next gens, they love to climb on each other. And that just showed how easy it is to flip in these cars, depending on what angle you hit at, as the red flag is indeed out. Larson, Harvick, and Bell are your top 3 as of right now. That was a big crash going down the backstretch of North Wilkesboro. Joey Logano seems to be okay. The window net is down, as well as Daniel Suarez. But a scary, scary crash here going down the backstretch. You know, coming off of the corner, Logano had to have just been throttling up, trying to get down to avoid, but didn't anticipate Suarez coming down so fast. And with all that speed and momentum, and with the angle that those tires connected, it caused them to flip as the yellow flag is now out. We're going to go back to the choose cone now. See a lot of people going down to the inside. That is the preferred lane around this track. Larson is going to be under attack from Kevin Harvick. Can he hold him off? 2 laps to go here in stage number 2. Caution laps do not count. Cleared for 2nd is Kevin Harvick. Trying to look for a move down to the inside. White flag in the air. Here it comes. Kevin Harvick down to the inside. The closer making a move on Kyle Larson, the dirt racer from California. And off of turn number 4, Kevin Harvick is going to win stage number 2, with Kyle Larson coming up just short after a hard charge from that number 4 machine. And it was the perfect lunge that put Kevin Harvick in the position that he needed to win the 2nd stage, although he will be starting on the outside lane come stage number 5. However, he is your stage 2 winner and will be starting 2nd in stage number 5. And here comes the field inversion. Denny Hamlin was 15th coming to the checkered flag, a green and white checkered flag, so he will be your leader with Ross Chastain right to his outside, and the green flag's back in the air. Chastain and Hamlin, these two have a history coming off of turn number 2, and there's contact. Hamlin put Chastain up into the wall. Chastain's going to file in right behind him. Will he retaliate? Down into turn number 1. Remember back to the clash when Chastain had wrecked Hamlin, and here comes Alex Bowman looking for second place on the number 1 car. Hamlin now getting away with that move. And here comes Bell charging through the field. He's fast, and he's bringing Larson with him, who finished runner-up in stage number 2. Bell looking to find his way past his teammate as he got past his Toyota brother and Kurt Busch. Now he's passing his brother, and Christopher Bell is on a hot streak right now. It's the final lap in stage number 3. Alex Bowman's trying to hunt down the 11, although it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Denny Hamlin wins stage number 2, or stage number 3, and with that comes a third place starting position in stage number 5. So he'll be starting on the inside right behind Blaney. As we can see, he chooses the outside on this restart, probably because he just wants to get into the back of the pack. He does not want to be hanging out in the front as the green flag's back in the air. Bowman is going to lead us to the line, and he's wrecking. Around goes Alex Bowman, and he gets hit by Keselowski in the end. And a big crash for the 48 machine. It looks like he came off of the bumper of Ross Chastain. Chastain causing more and more issues here, as that was a big hit. And then here came Keselowski to finish the job. He lost all steering in that hit, and that pounded the outside wall, not just for the 48, but for the 6 as well. Major damage to the 48. He's out of the race. Keselowski, he's on pit road looking for damages. He's most likely done, though. And that was a big crash, as Chastain was the one that caused that. Alex Bowman's teammate, William Byron, is going to be starting right behind him, though. Can Byron do something to upset the one car for revenge? Down to the inside they go. William Byron pushes Ross Chastain up the track, and Hamlin is going to come through for second place. Although he doesn't want to hold on to that too long, but Chastain is now looking to the inside of Hamlin. Oh, and teammates wrecking the back. Kurt Busch goes for a spin across his teammate's bumper of Bubba Wallace. A lot of damage to the rear end of that 45 machine. And it looks like he just cleared himself coming into the corner, not expecting his teammate to be there. No fault to Bubba Wallace. And Kurt Busch is going to be going to the garage with a lot of rear end damage. And Chastain's going to be restarting right behind William Byron. But look at this, look at row number 3. Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, they made their way back up to the front of the pack, and the green flag's back in the air. Larson making the move around the outside. Bell makes it 3 wide as well. Bell and Larson making up a ton of ground in the back as Byron is trying to hold off Ross Chastain, and Bell is now under attack from the 5. Kyle Larson trying to hunt down this teammate and Ross Chastain. Down to the inside they go. Kyle Larson trying to make a move around his teammate William Byron. William Byron trying to hold him off as the white flag is in the air for the penultimate stage here. Kyle Larson going to try and look to the inside coming into this corner. Byron trying to hold him off. Side by side. Contact between the two teammates. More contact, and William Byron is going to win the 4th stage of the day. And that puts him into the final 4, or the front 4 starting positions. And we can see here William Byron's teammate Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell both making nasty moves around Eric Almirola. And you see here Kyle Larson making his final lunge to the inside of William Byron. Not enough. And William Byron's going to win stage number 4. And now comes the mandatory pit stop as we see Blaney, Harvick, Larson, Hamlin, and Byron as we hand it down to our pit reporters.
The 11 of Denny Hamlin states that after the inversion, his car flipped a switch and has been perfect. No need to panic as a Hamlin fan.
And William Byron told crew chief Rudy Fugle that his car was tight at the end of that run, despite holding off his teammate Kyle Larson.
After stage 2 ended, Ryan Blaney was struggling for grip. He also reported the car as, quote, driving on ice. The 12 would get an adjustment to tighten up that Penske racing machine.
Kevin Harvick says that the car is great and there is no need for any adjustments. Just 4 good years and a full tank of Sunoco fuel.
Thank you to the Northwest Cup Series, Gavin Beers, Miss Craft, and MLCS Racing Network for being our pit reporters for the day. And we see the top 4, and Michael McDowell has some problems on pit road. He'll be starting near the back, but the top 4 will not change as Bell, Trix, Larson, Reddick, and Chastain. Everyone behind the top 4 will be choosing their lanes, as the top 4 are your stage winners, and the green flag is in the air for the final stage here in North Wilkesboro. Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick off to not so great start for Harvick, but a great start for Blaney as he's leading as Hamlin takes over the second spot. Ryan Blaney trying to get away, and here comes Denny Hamlin down to the inside. New leader here for the All-Star race, at least in the final stages. Hamlin trying to get away for this $1 million prize. Battle for third heating up as Byron goes down to the inside of the 4 of Harvick. Bell lingering in that 5th spot, trying to get some positions back if these top 4 make any mistakes. Blaney out to the inside of Denny Hamlin. Coming off at turn number 4. Contact with the wall. Byron now takes advantage down to the inside of Hamlin. Hamlin drops back down to 3rd, and Blaney's trying to run away with this thing. Coming off at turn number 4. 5 laps to go as Blaney takes the flag, and oh, there's trouble in the back. Carnage coming off at turn number 4. Michael McDowell, Almirola, and Busher with a big crash in the turn. As we can see a replay here, looks like Busher just had a huge lockup, tag to 10. They got out connected, and then Michael McDowell had nowhere to go, and the front nose of that car is absolutely punched in. All 3 of the guys that are in this crash will be out of the race, unfortunately. They come to the choose cone now. Out of the top 4 of the stage winners, Byron chooses the outside and is the only one to choose the outside. And the green flag's back in the air for 5 more laps here in North Wilkesboro. William Byron trying to hold on to that outside lane across Ryan Blaney. You see Kevin Harvick making a move for 3rd. 3 wide for the race lead. Kevin Harvick down to the inside. He's going to take it over, and he's the new leader here in North Wilkesboro. Ryan Blaney trying to hunt him down as Christopher Bell promotes himself up into 3rd with 3 more laps to go here now. Coming off of turn number 4, going to be 2 to go. Can Kevin Harvick hold off Ryan Blaney? Down to the inside, a huge launch from the 12. He takes over the lead down the backstretch. Here comes Kevin Harvick with a little bit of a run. It's not enough, though, with the white flag in the air. Who's going to come back and make it to the line first? Harvick all over the bumper. What will he do going into 3? He's going to send it down to the inside. Blaney goes a little wide, coming off of turn number 4, and Harvick is going to win the All-Star race in North Wilkesboro. What a fantastic finish here in Wilkes County as the 4 made it 3 wide on that restart. Or not the restart, but the lap after the restart. And that gave him the lead. And then Blaney, this was the pass for the win. Coming off of turn number 4, Blaney went a little wide, and Harvick came out victorious. As he's burning it down on the front stretch, going to be celebrating with his team. SHR has been looking for something like this for a while. Here are your results. Kevin Harvick and Ryan Blaney, stage winners, finishing 1-2 with Bell splitting up the stage winners in 3rd. Kyle Larson just short of a top 5. He finishes 6th. And Daniel Suarez and Joey Logano, those 2 were the first to bring out a major caution. Suarez, the first one, the DNF, unfortunately. But it was a crazy event. Only had 12 cars at the end of it. So a bit of a wreck fest here in North Wilkesboro. But nonetheless, it was an exciting event. And if you want to see anything more like this, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to be notified for all new events such as this. As Kevin Harvick is celebrating on the front stretch with his crew. But let's talk season number 4. Yes, that is going to be right around the corner. As a matter of fact, a season 4 info video will be coming soon. But we'll have to wait and see how that will go. That'll reveal the schedule and a few other things as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys later.